So, we go to services and go to returns and go to returns dashboard. Okay. And then look for this year. Since we are filing quarterly return, so we first will go to, Q1, since we might have filed two returns, 2 quarters. So then we'll go and search. And then at the bottom, all these, returns are available. Now, the most important report is basically, the GSTR1, which is called, R1, and which is, the return which we file every quarter. So you can view, and then, there is GSTR 2A and 2B, which is getting auto, populated whenever, our suppliers who are, filing their G1 return, or rather R1 return. So the figures get automatic populated here. So we can just view it. And then, we can just see this file. And this is the input credit, which is available to us for the first quarter. And this has been populated on the basis of our suppliers who have entered their invoices and, filed R1 report. Okay. So it's telling that the tax, integrated tax, which is IGST, is 12,107.35. Okay. Which will be basically, I think, for the DG set rental, and then 41,095 is CGST and 41,095 is SGST, and cess is 1028.57. Now cess is basically the charge because we are buying some, I think, cold drinks, which is considered as a sin product. So there is an extra levy of cess which is done by the GST authorities because this item of cold drinks attracts cess also. So we can just download the Excel sheet, and then we can view this Excel sheet. So then if you view the Excel sheet, so it will tell us, how much credit we have received for the month of, for April, May, June. So this is the ITC available. So this is the number. Okay. So 12,001, as I said, this is, the IGST, this is CGST, and this is SGST, and this is cess. Now details are available on B2B, which means when you're buying goods from our suppliers, they are all business people, so it's called B2B. So this is the GST number of supplier. This is the name of the supplier, invoice number, and date, and invoice value, and the taxable amount. Okay, and IGST, CGST. So this is basically the credit we will be entitled for. So we can just go at the bottom and total this first. Okay. So 12,107. I can just extend it to all. So now we can just search for all the people from whom we are buying. For example, KS Electric. So his invoice was 5,000. Evergreen Stores. So he has raised a couple of invoices in the month of May. Then, if you look at this thing, Om Sai Foods, Keshav Generators, 24,000. So this will be coming under the IGST, I believe. Yeah, IGST. Okay, so because it is the interstate supply, we are buying it outside from Delhi, outside from Gurgaon. So then we can see, other people. So these are small amounts. So we just go through the cold drinks, 5,600. Ajay cold drinks we have bought. So this will have a cess also at the end, cess of 480. Okay. Fine. And cess is, cess we can claim again if we are selling some products, output services against which we are collecting cess. But I hope we are not collecting any cess from anywhere. So this will go as an expense to us. So similarly, VK Mittal, who is our chartered accountant, so we paid him some money, so it is coming as here. Then if you look at the rent, here, this is the properties private limited. This is the rent what we are paying. 4,47,810 was his invoice, which he raised on 1st of June. So which carries, so this is the invoice. This is the invoice amount including the GST. This is without GST. So these are the GST components. Okay, 34,000. So we'll be getting a credit for that. So now your job is basically to see that, whether we have booked all these credits or not. Is there anything missing? Or, if we have more credits and less has been shown in this report, so that means we have to chase up with our suppliers so that they might not have filed their returns Okay, so this will look, and then you go to B2B, which is, then some credit notes which are issued by our suppliers, for the supplies they have made. So for that, we'll be reducing our input credit. So that means they have raised a credit note against whatever they supplied to us. So there will be a reversal of input credit to that extent. So then, we can also look at, again, we can just go back to, this report and go to returns and see, again, go to the returns dashboard. And similarly, we can do it for the Q2 also. Okay, fine. So then you can search and get the report for Q2, July to September. So then, this is, then again, we go to the services and go to the returns tab, return dashboard. So, so it will have, suppose we say for Q2 again, okay, and return search for all the returns. So it will give us all the returns. Okay. So this is the return GSTR 1. That means whatever we have, our sales are there. So we can just view it. So return has been filed. We know that. So, it will give us a complete detail. So at the bottom, we can just, download the details. Okay. So we can download and see, our entire sales we have done. That means our parties and walk-in and all the stuff. So we can just, download this, or we can just even view this thing. So it will give us, all the data here. So this was our, April, May, June turnover, on which we collected 2,73,573 CGST and SGST. So both the numbers are given. This is the consolidated sale. So we can, go for the detail also by, going to the this, and then, getting all the we can just download all the data. So we can download on an Excel sheet. So if we see if we have there, okay. Now the other report is basically the GSTR 3, which is our final return. Okay, so we can again go to April 2 and search, and this is our quarterly return which we are filing. Okay, so we can even look at the quarterly return. Okay, so we can either view or download. If you view it, then it will be available here. Okay, fine. So this is, the CGST and SGST on our output supplies. That means our turnover or sales, and this is the input credit we have got 34,000 integrated tax, which is basically coming from the DG rental, and CGST and SGST. So this is the credit what we have got, and finally, this is the amount what we have paid as a tax for the quarter. Okay, so paid through cash 1,19,000, paid through credit, which means all this sum of everything. Okay, so we can even go back and just try to see if we can download and see the return. So this is G3, so we can download. So this is our quarterly return what we are filing. So this is from July to September for the year 23-24. So this is this is our total sale for the quarter, and this is the amount of tax at 18% which we have collected from our customers, and then we have the eligible ITC, which is coming here, 34,000 IGST. Okay, and CGST is 2,20,000 or something. Okay, so net ITC available, and this is the money what we have paid through challan. Okay, so we have paid this. Okay, so you can just have a look and you will be able to understand.